come to absolutely no surprise to most that I'm a big fan of Gremlins. In fact, I collect a lot of Gremlins things, whether it be toys, action figures, movie memorabilia, posters, soundtracks, you name it, all things Gremlin, right up my alley. Specifically, I absolutely love the Neca Toys line of Gremlins figures. Obviously, they've got a lot of personality. They keep coming out with new, more robust figures that have all sorts of great accessories. And heck, I even like the old classic Gremlins toys that came out in the 80s. But I have been absolutely dying and waiting on bated breath for this new one to come out. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the Gremlins 2, the new batch, Ultimate Greta female Gremlin figure. This thing is so absurd, so unnecessary, yet necessary for a Gremlins collector. I mean, say what you will about the second movie, I enjoyed it, but this figure is an absolute must-have. So go ahead and check out the box. We got our classic Neca Toys, just, you know, square rectangle box with the glam shot on the front and our classic Velcro. Then we got a glam shot of Greta there looking all, you know, seductive as can be, as much as a female Gremlin can. And of course we got our standard window box display where we got the accessories as well as Greta herself. Sides, nothing really to write home about. It's just the Gremlins New Batch 2 logo. And then on the back side of the box, we've got some more glam shots of Greta herself and some action poses. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get her out of the box, get her unwrapped, and check her out up close. But before we do that, I've got to give a special shout out to today's video sponsor, Skillshare.
Shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and all the work they do helping creators on this platform. Haven't heard of Skillshare? Well, let me educate you. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. You can explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and they're always rolling out new classes for you to discover, so you can stay focused and follow along with ease. It's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, and I just recently finished watching YouTube Success, Script, Shoot, and Edit with MKBHD, and it's always been fascinating to me personally to see the creative process of others, and this class provides wonderful insight as to how you can create the most compelling content with whatever tools you have around you. No fancy or expensive equipment required. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of the premium membership so you can explore your creativity. So if you're looking to enhance your creativity, make sure you take advantage of this free trial deal.
Here she is in all her gruesome, beautiful glory. Greta Gremlin, the ultimate Gremlin, Neca Toys. Obviously, this is a dream come true for Gremlins collectors. This is not something that everybody's going to go run out to the stores trying to find themselves. Obviously, I know that. However, if you are a Gremlins collector or a fan, you definitely need this in your collection. I mean, absolutely, look at her. Let's go ahead and see how she stacks up. She is almost 7 inches tall. So how that compares to your standard, you know, ultimate Gremlins that we've got in the past, putting them back to back, she's just a hair taller, and that's obviously attributed to the fact that she's wearing stiletto shoes. And one nice little detail I thought on here that just, you know, something subtle that they didn't have to do, but they even sculpted the lines for her toes because, you know, we look at our Gremlins have 3 toes on their feet. So they even made sure to give the little indentations of her individual toes slash claws inside of her stiletto shoes. Looking at her up close and personal, the face, the sculpt, it's 100% accurate to what you'd see in the movie. The only downside is there is no jaw articulation or hinge or anything like that. So all of our other Gremlin figures were used to being able to open and close their mouths and, you know, make them a little more articulated and expressive that way. This one, we get better sculpting details but less articulation. So articulation for ears do spin almost 360 degrees, but they're actually prevented from going all the way around by this little notch here. So this little notch slash indentation, bone, whatever you want to call it, it's coming out of her cheekbones, prevents her ears from spinning all the way around. Her hair is attached, it is fully incorporated into her skull, so you're not going to be able to remove it or anything like that. As far as its makeup, it feels like your standard Barbie doll, you know, just thin, wispy hair, things like that. But no jaw articulation, so that is a bit of a downside. Her head's going to go up a little bit and then down a little bit. Not a whole lot to talk about as far as head articulation. It does spin 360 degrees, Exorcist style, but it is basically in a ball joint here in the neck, and it prevents her from really doing a whole heck of a lot of articulation going up and down. And then coming down to the arms are gonna go up and out. You're gonna be able to spin it 360 degrees at the shoulder. You're gonna have a single bend at the elbow. You're also gonna be able to rotate that 360 degrees. And then you've got a 360 degree rotation at the wrist, as well as a horizontal hinge, allowing her massive hands with these giant red painted fingernails to extend further. There is no torso articulation or waist or anything whatsoever. The entire upper body and the hips and everything is all solid, one joint. So you do have this snow leopard outfit that she's got, this mini skirt and this, bra top, but there is no ab crunch. There is no, waist swivel twist or anything like that. It is all fixed. So her legs are going to be able to go that far forward, that far backwards. You're going to be able to bend at the knee, and then you're going to be able to rotate her leg almost 360. And then down at the ankle, you'll be able to rock it back and forth just a little, and you'll also be able to rotate it around 360 degrees. There are peg holes at the bottom of her feet, which is great because I highly recommend you get some sort of figure stand for these, specifically the Gremlins figures. They're great looking figures, but just the way they are made specifically, they're all very top heavy and they all have little tiny feet, so it's hard to get them to balance. Her specifically, since she's got those high heels, the only thing saving grace that's really helping her balance right now is the fact that her arms are long enough to have her long hands dragging on the ground. But overall, I think the sculpt, the detail, everything like that, this is a very good looking figure, no pun intended. Neca's been, rehashing and reusing the same body types for these Gremlins for a long time, so it's nice that we get something a little bit different from the standard, just new clothes and outfits and things like that. She does come with some great accessories, specifically this one, of course, the female sex hormone. This, beaker, it looks like, pink liquid. It's all solid inside, so you're not gonna have to worry about draining it out or anything like that. It just looks like soft rubbery plastic inside. But this is the concoction that transformed her into the female vivacious Greta Gremlin. She also comes with some interchangeable hands. So she's got a hand like this, open and open here. So we got matching hands that way. They both have the, bright red long fingernails as well. And you can get her to grip the potion. They're pliable enough to where you can open up the fingers that way and get her to grip around the potion, and then it will hold in place. And then she, of course, comes with her feather boa. Now this feather boa is about 10 inches long, so it's more than long enough to wrap around her neck and her arms and everything and get her really, really looking good for a night out on the town with her other Gremlin buddies. It's a great looking accessory that just really nails the details of what it is to be the ultimate Greta Gremlin, because obviously, you can put her in the snow leopard outfit and put the painted lipstick on her, but the boa just makes it all the better for the completion of the outfit, so to speak. So absolutely recommend you pick this up if you are a Gremlins fan. I'll put product links down in the video description box below for all the retailers I know online that are currently still selling this figure. Definitely recommend it. Check it out if you got a chance. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button. Share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. It really means a lot.